Hello everybody, I'm back with another video, and today I'm excited to show my first completed art journal. So this is it. I'm extremely excited to show you guys what I've done this time that I've completed this art journal. This is how it looks. Pretty nice. I love that look. And it is a Manson mixed media sketchbook, 9 by 12. It says here that it has 60 sheets, but I did not use the 60 sheets because it was getting too full. Like I wasn't gonna be able to close all the way. I mean, it's not closing all the way, but it was gonna be like kind of like this. So I decided to take some pages out for some to use for some other journals, like for the illustration and things like that. So let's get started. Alright, so this first page is extremely boring because I didn't know how to decorate this journal. Just a blank ass page that has the start, which was August of 2018, so it's been a hot second, and it ended in April 4, 2021. And I'm finally sharing this. I'm probably gonna put like here like our journal 1, but I was just too excited to show this in the video. So the first journal is this one. It's my first ever journal. As you can see, I didn't have a lot of supplies, so I used to do a lot of acrylic paint in the background because it was gonna show, and so I relied a lot on paint and on random, like here I did 2 illustrations because I needed to fill up the pages. So here's the start date, which was August 19, because I wanted to show when I was starting this journal. But overall, I'm super happy with this. Like I remember when I first finished it, I was extremely excited and I was so happy with how it turned out. Now I have a bunch more supplies, so I will probably redo this song. Oh, and if it's a song, I'm gonna put the name of the lyrics like down here so y'all can know what song is referring to. But yeah, I started with buying some washi tape that I thought was gonna go well with the journal, and some like these I also bought separately so I can put into my first ever journal. So let's go to the second one. Now it's a song in Spanish, so this lyrics are in Spanish. This is the illustration that I did. I did 2. I used to do 2 because I needed to put stuff in. I love how this rose turned out. One of my best work, I think. And I relied a lot on washi tape, like here, on big like cutouts. Like this one is like a really big cutout of trees, and before I didn't use a color palette because I just wanted things that went with the journal to go with it. So I just put everything. Like this doesn't really go well with this, but I still thought it looked pretty cool. So let's continue. So this journal is when I went to Austin, Texas for to visit a friend. So I bought this little plant thing for my mom, so I just drew the little plant. I put I ate here for the first time. I ate at Salt Lake, so I put their little logo. I had some burgers and fries. We went to visit this because my friend wanted to show me that. So yeah, just a few little things about my trip. And oh, this is my bus ticket. So yeah, pretty cool. It's my other one. It was a quote this time. This was I had a little bit more supply, so you can only see the paint like down here. So I was like more comfortable or covering more space on a journal. Yeah, let me show you the next journal. So this one, it's another song in Spanish. I just put everything in here. Right now, I would not do that. I would just put on like a big thing so it's more noticeable. And it's a mistake that I've done through the journals, like especially on this one. Like I had so much space and I wanted to put everything, like the lyrics, in like something really small. That wasn't the greatest of ideas, but I wanted to use like these little things, so that's why I did that. Here's another one. I used to do a lot of big illustrations so I can cover more ground. And I was getting more of these papers. I went to Home Depot to get this, like the paint, like samples that you can have, so I can have more color and more layers and things like that. Here, a little accident from one of the past journals. See here, like it's a lot bigger, the lyrics. It's another song in Spanish. It's a big illustration that I did. Right now I wouldn't even have time to do this big illustration for a journal, but it covered a lot of ground on this. And I bought this big tape to also cover more stuff. Here's another lyrics journal. I really like what I did here. Like it was like little and then like a big thing to emphasize something, and then little again. Also here you can, like, there's less paint noticeable in the background. So I'm starting to get a little bit more supplies and things like that. Oh, here I went to see Halloween, the 2018 movie, with a friend at the movies. So I decided to do an art journal for it. Then after this, I think I did journals on like a smaller sketchbook. So I didn't do them here. But I thought this was pretty nice. I like how it turned out. Again, I wish I had different washi tape for this. I don't, like, it's fall related, but it's not like Halloween enough. But it was still pretty cool. See, I used to do this, like the tiniest lyrics. But like I think I remember what was like my thought process of this. Like it ended here and then it continues and then here. But still, I'll probably redo like this journal, because again, like this doesn't really fit the theme, and now I have a lot more washi tape that I can work with. And you can see I didn't know like what else to add, because there's like a lot of paint. And if you've seen my recent journals, I have a lot of things like stuck up to each other. So yeah, let's continue on. Another journal, another lyric journal. I think this is one of the first journals that I was starting to get more of like a color palette to follow. There's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of like browns, some blue and reds, and that's what I wanted to like start thinking about, having colors that go with each other instead of just putting things that will fit the journal, things like that. It's a failed attempt to like a Christmas art journal. I decided to just include it because I was like, whatever. But yeah, this is definitely not finished, not anything. It could look finished, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is probably one of my least favorite journals. There's just a lot of paint in the background. This color doesn't really go with this green, or I don't think so. I will definitely do a redo of this, like the song that I used, because I don't like this at all. I like the drawing that I did. There's a past drawing that I did of this hand, so I decided to include it. But other than that, nothing goes together. Like this doesn't go at all with this or this color. Like it's just a mess, and I don't like this journal at all. And I was pretty bummed out about that journal, so I was just like, should I continue doing journals? But I did, And this one I liked a lot more. A lot of these songs I would like to redo because now I have more supplies and I have other ways of that I could use this. And some of this paper I still have, like these I still have, so I can do it again. This I still have. I don't know if I would use it again for this particular journal, but I still have this washi tape, so I would like to reimagine it basically. And also this has a cohesive what's it called, a cohesive color palette, so I like that. Love this song, by the way. I really like this. I'll probably also redo this because I have other ideas for it, but I really like how this one turned out. I have more stars, washi tape, and paper, so I think like this part in the front, I mean in the top, will look a lot better. But I did enjoy doing this journal a lot. So this one, like you might think like, oh, she's gonna hate it. Like this was a little weird or whatever, but I really love like this part. I love this. I love this. This inspired. Do I have it? No, I don't think. I wanted to do a painting of this, but I guess, I mean, I can't see it right now, but I might have to like redo this because I love how this one turned out, and just with the sunflowers and all that. I don't know why I put this 9, forgot. But yeah, like the things that I like the most are these two. Here's a journal that I absolutely adored. I love how I can probably reimagine all of these journals now, but I really like how this one turned out. The use of like the colors, the illustration that I used, like it's these two. This one wasn't that hard to do, so I just do a quick little doodle. And this one is one of my favorite of my old journals, definitely. And then after that, I was this mess. And I have an Art Snacks sticker here because this was actually a box that had a lot of like mixed media stuff, and it was like a little spray, and it said on the menu thing, it goes well for art journaling. So I decided to do an art journal about like to use those supplies or whatever, but I don't like how this looks. There's a lot of paint in the background. Obviously I didn't fill it up. None of the colors go together. So definitely will be doing this again. And a struggle one too. Y'all can see it, a lot of paint in the background. I mean, at the moment I was like, oh, this looks pretty nice, but now looking back at it, I don't like it at all. There's a lot of colors going on, like this. I mean, this kind of, I had a vision with these, but I shouldn't have had it these or this. I don't even know why I did this. Maybe because I didn't have anything else to put. As you can see, I have like random washi tape and little paint over here. So we'll do again. This one I did like working on. I like how it turned out. Probably my choice of washi tape here in the top will be a little different. Will be like a contrast going from this color to this, so it can be more, you can differentiate it more. But overall I like how this one turned out. Oh, it's an art journal from when I went to Houston. I used to play Vanguard a lot. Shout out if you play Vanguard or still play it. I don't anymore, but we went to a Spring Fest in Houston, so I decided to do like a little Houston themed art journal. We went for like a laser tag that was super fun. It lasted an hour, but honestly it didn't feel like an hour. It felt like 15 minutes. We were just having so much fun. I know it's a little road trip, and my deck was Kagero, and I have a bunch of these cards, so I decided to put one here. But yeah, I really loved this trip. That's a quote from Alex Voss from Orange is the New Black, one of my favorite shows, and I think she's one of my favorite characters, so decided to do this And I saw a lady here on YouTube that does art journaling, and she likes to put like scribbles of things that she's thinking, but you can't really tell what it is. Like, I mean, she does it with actual words, you just can't know what it is. And this one, I was kind of like thinking about something, but just did scribbles, so I don't actually put it in words. But I really like this specific journal. I think the illustration was also nice. So yeah, here's another journal. I don't know what else to say about, like, I don't know what to say about this one. I don't think anything goes pretty well together, like this and that, but I don't hate it. Like, it's alright. This is the same song that I used for the last one, so that's probably why it has like the same kind of feel. But I also think that it's very mismatched. I don't think anything goes well together. There's not like an actual, there's definitely not a color palette to follow here. It's just random stuff put together. So I'll definitely do this song again for art journaling, because this, like, I don't hate it, but I wouldn't do this again, you know. Another one of my favorite journals that I've done, this also didn't follow a color palette for what I can see. Like, I just knew I wanted to use yellow, but other than that, I didn't have like a specific palette after that. So this was like, it's I know it's a quote. I think it was from Rio from Money Heist, but I'm not too sure. But I think it was. But I really like how this one turned out. I love when I do journals with like hands reaching to each other. So yeah, this one was pretty nice. There's another quote. I forgot if it was a movie or something, or a series. I can also see that there was no clear color palette. But like I said, I don't really hate this journal. I think it looks really nice. I love this pillow. Cute. Oh, a song that I really like, I haven't listened to in a while. I was really inspired by that song. I don't know why. Like, I saw it one time. I mean, I heard it one time and I was like, oh, I need to do an art journal now. I don't know why. You know, sometimes you get a little bit in your feelings since a song just resonates with you or whatever. But I don't know what the case on this one was. I don't remember being like sad or whatever, but again, there's no color scheme here. I just knew I wanted to use pink, but the other colors are extremely random. This one's one of my favorite journals. I mean, I know I say that a lot, but it's the truth. I really like how this one turned out. I like this little detail of like somebody sitting and then some flowers coming out of its head. Love this illustration. Love how these flowers turned out. And also you can really tell that there's no color scheme, but I still love it nonetheless. This one kinda has a color, like a color palette going on. I mean, I knew I wanted to use gray and black and blue, and I achieved that. Maybe these colors are not in the theme. But I like how she turned out, and I like everything else. And I think here is when I started to splatter some paint, because I didn't used to do that before. Yeah, here it doesn't have any paint like extra, and here's when I really wanted to like start splattering some paint. And that's how I end every journaling video, like, oh, I'm gonna put some paint. But there was a time that I didn't do that at all, and this was, I guess, the start of it all. Another cool journal. I'll put the date here, December 30th, 2019. I don't like this illustration at all. It's a poem that I wanted to write, and I'll give it a meh. no clear color palette or anything like that, as you can see. Yeah, just a meh. This is a definite no. Too busy. Even though there's not a lot going on, but I can make this better now. Like right now, I don't know if I know I'm not enjoying this at all. And yeah, anything else I want to say to this? Just I'll redo it. This one I really like this one. This one I didn't even water down the acrylic. Maybe for this part I just like went for it. Because I remember here it looked a little bit too naked, and I was like, what can I add? And I wanted to add a washi tape, but I think I just used, I used this washi tape, which doesn't fit it at all. But like I said, I didn't have a lot of supplies, so I had to improvise a bit. So I used some acrylic paint for this one. I mean, it was pretty nice. Love this journal because of him. I love drawing this guy. It turned out really well. I like I went overboard here with the paint. Used it here, I used it everywhere. I don't know, I was super excited about this. I think I just got these, so I wanted to use them as well. I don't know if I would redo this one, but I really like it. This one was nice because I used this entire thing. Just like these tiny lyrics. And like after a minute, I learn and I do it bigger. But for now, we all have to suffer this. It's another journal that I really liked. Yeah, that's it. I like how it turned out. And there's more of a distinction of an color palette on this one. Another good one. Here I also put the date. Now we're in 2020. Oh, and I used this I think I was doing like an illustration, like a painting or something. Because of this texture, I used it for a painting. So I think some color was left, and I was like, oh, I'll just put in a page, and that'll be like the back for my for my art journal. And that's probably what I did here. Another poem and another art journal that is like busy, but like not enough to call like supplies, so it looks like a mess because there's no clear color palette. Like, you can clearly tell which colors I really wanted to use, like the yellow and probably the blue, but nothing else fits. I hate that. Journal that I really enjoy what it looks like, how it looked. Here I think it was the first journal. Let's see. Yeah, like I just got this sticker book. Which I talked about before in one of my videos, is the Antiquarian sticker book, and it's amazing. Like, not sponsored, but it's absolutely amazing. It's a lot of like vintage stickers, and I think I just got it, and I 4 stickers out of that. So I was like, I love this, and I use it, and it fit the I don't know if it was a lyric, honestly. I think it was, but I mean, if it's a song, y'all know that I'll put it right here. But yeah, I like how this one turned out. There's this one, another poem. I really like this one because here you can tell that I was using a clear color palette. It's this green and like this green also, and some pink. So I love how this one turned out. I like the stickers. See, I was really digging it. So this one, I really like this journal as well. So it turns out. So I think that past one that I showed was like one of the first times that I used an actual color palette, and you can start like to see it in the following journals. that the colors make more sense together. But yeah, I like this one. This one is also one of my favorite journals that I've done. This should have been a lot bigger, but overall, I really like it. Sorry y'all, I'm just admiring the journal. I really like how it turned out. You know where journaling is like hit and miss. This one I also like a lot. I like all of the vintage details of it, like this big letter thing, this like the little typewriter. I love this one. I love this one. And oh yeah, it was a song that I really like. And I just love this journal. I don't know what else to say. I just love it. Another journal with a clear color palette. This time around, I did not do any illustration because I had 3 images that I really wanted to include. 4 no, with this one that I wanted to include. So that's why I didn't draw anything for it. I have a couple of journals like that. Another journal that I truly enjoyed. This is one of my favorite things that I've drawn. And it's very simple, but I love it. Oh yeah, I decided to draw on one of the little paint things that they give you, like if you want to paint a room or whatever. But it had to be with a Posca because it kept fucking up. But overall, it looked good. And here you can start seeing that paint starts showing less and less in the journal. I love the sticker. This journal is pretty good as well. Oh, here's where I started getting sticker sheets. So I can tell by this particular sticker. See, they start looking a lot better with an actual idea in mind. So here's when I finished this one up, I was like, why do I do everything so tiny? Like the lyrics, I was like, if I have all of this space, I should at least do this. Like this can be like boom, boom, boom. Like it could be at least this big. And that's when I started to realize, I was like, oh, I should probably make these a lot bigger. Did here. I was like, okay, here I'm just gonna make a bigger thing so I can have, less space to work with. And here you can really not see the paint, just like a tiny bit here. And I'm starting to really use all of the supplies that I have because I was getting more throughout, the years. So that's when you can really tell that I have more stuff. Okay, I went back to tiny lyrics. See, and I'll do it unconsciously, and then I'll be like, no. There's more paint here, but I really like how this one turned out. Love this also. Creepy little lion guy. Oh no, I think this one was really when I was like, enough. I don't think it was the past one, it was this one. In the past one that I show you guys, I noticed it, but then I was like, oh, whatever. But here is when I was like, enough. I used that little weird texture thing again here in the, oh, you can't see it. Here for the paint. See, and then I was like, okay, a big ass. Big lyrics. This inspired a painting that I have. I'm not gonna show, really, because I don't really like it. I could have done it better. But yeah, another cool journal that I did. I love this song. This is the one who's singing this, and I love how he turned out. Let's see. But yeah, that's all. That's all. I don't know. I'm like singing this in my head. I would sing it out loud, but I don't know. Like I don't sing that well. Oh, and there's some lyrics from one of my favorite bands, Japanese bands, and I wrote it in Japanese, and poof, was that a struggle. It's like you're not used to it, so it's just take a long time to actually do it. But overall, the journal is pretty nice. I just drew this little mouth for the illustration of the journal, but I mainly focus on this picture. Then there's I don't know what that was. There's this one. I love the colors together because it was just blue and with this like beige and this like orangey yellow, but the main color was blue. More Japanese, more struggle to write these lyrics, but yeah, now you can see it like big over here, the lyrics and all that. This illustration inspired a painting that I will put right now so y'all can see it, because it's one of my favorite paintings that I've done. It's acrylic painting. I don't know how to paint in like oil. Oh yeah, this was the illustration, and this. I like this one. Reminds me of someone. Oh yeah, this was a really good one. I think I did this for like a class or something, like way back in the day, and then I refound it. Wow, I was gonna do this, so I just got it and placed it here. I didn't do it just for this journal, like it was, I already had it. I decided to use it. This one, more paint showing than usual. And this is the illustration. I remember doing this one because I was starting to get my minty season art journaling subscription box, because this, I think this comes from that. Okay, this is another journal. This probably doesn't fit as well. Like at this point I was using color palettes, but everything seems very different. Another poem. I really like this hand. That was a good they struggled with hands a lot, so this one was pretty nice. A lot more paint in the background for this one. Yeah, I think it was my first package of minty season. I was super excited. Love the color palette on this one. Love how everything turned out. Everything looks so cohesive and like it should belong on this journal, and I love it. I love it so much. I don't know if this was it was a song. I was like, oh, is this a poem? But no, it's because I would have put the author, but no, it's a song. Yeah, I like this illustration. It was nice. Really like this one. Really like the colors together. I like the stickers that I use, like this one. I like this washi tape a lot. And you cannot see paint anymore, but I kept painting the back. I know, I can tell from this. Another journal that I really like. I use thicker, it's like thicker acrylic painting. So yeah, on these you can really tell that I was, let's see. Yeah, I was not coloring the back of the journal anymore because I was using the entire thing, like I was covering everything. So I was like, why do I keep painting the back? So I decided to stop and just put because I have the supplies now, so I can just like cover everything up. There's another Japanese song, but this time I did not decided to write the lyrics in Japanese because I think I was gonna do it, but then it was like too hard, like I was gonna take too long, so I decided like just not to. But I like how this one turned out as well. No cry, bro. love this illustration that I did for it. I just wish I did've just oh no, I want to start selling prints and things like that. So this one is definitely one that I would sell, because I really like how this one turned out. And it's still the same song, I want to say. Oh, here's another illustration that inspired a painting, and I will put it right here. And so this little cat with this guy inspiring the bandage on the other, like on the actual painting, and I love how this one turned out. Little cat, I just love it. I'm excited. We're almost done. This is another one that I really like. The color palette, mainly blue, and with like some yellow. No, I don't think I used yellow. I think I just used like beige and blue. Yeah. Another journal that I love, the palette, like the color palette that I used. And at this point you can, which one did I started showing? I don't know if this one was my first journal that I showed on the channel. I don't remember, but these now you can find here of journal, like how I start doing my journals. So yeah. This one I was super excited because it was the first time that I was using like things like this, and I was a little bit of a dumbass and didn't know how to like hold it in place, but I was like, I can put just like some washi tape and it will be good. So yeah, I used that, and it was like an easier time for this little material to stay on the paper. This is also one of my favorite journals of the new ones that I've done. A journal that I really enjoyed. I don't think lately I've done some that. Well, yeah, I have, but it's on my other journal, on the one that I'm currently using. But on this, I'm starting to like a lot of the things that I do. This is inspiring a future painting. I haven't even started it, but I did a little drawing. Like I already kind of know how I want it and the colors that I want to use, but this kind of like style inspired that. Love the palette as well. Oh, here we are. We're in the end, and this is the last journal that I did for this particular sketchbook. I love how this one turned out as well. Like I'm telling you guys, by this point I'm enjoying journaling a lot. I enjoy all of the supplies that I have, so this is like a cool, like now I like the end results way more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. This video is gonna be a little long because of all the pages that I had. Just imagine if I would have kept the pages that I tore out. We'll have a longer video. But yeah, tell me if you like it. If you saw the progression of me getting way more supplies and things like that. You can really tell when I started getting more stuff. And I hope that this was like a cool video for you guys to see. It's my first flip through of any journal. So yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what I should change if you like, or what I should like experiment with like on my journals. I know I don't put a lot of like texture on it or things like that, but just tell me what you'll like to see. And I appreciate if you saw this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.